What's up, you guys? Supergirl, Season 2, Episode 12, Luthor. So this episode starts off 20 years ago in 1997, where we see Lillian and Lex playing chess, but this time Lex has hair, and we see Lionel, who's the bald one, this time bringing Lena as a child, and yeah, I just wish this was John Glover and Michael Rosenbaum. But they could have just brought in John Glover because he's the best Lionel I've ever seen on television. But no, it's just some random actor who will probably never see again as Lionel. But it's kind of funny that in this version, Lionel's the bald one while Lex has hair. While in any other version, Lionel has hair while Lex is the bald one. That's kind of a very switching parallel. Yeah. So in present day, we see Lillian being prosecuted for. I kind of have to say something. I'll say it when we get to that scene. So we see Lena, like Car saying, "Oh, I feel bad for Lena. She must feel bad having to prosecute her, being at jail for prosecuting her mom and everything." So. Yeah, so then we see some more awkward Mono and Kara scenes, because Mono and Kara are like, they're the Kara and Lana of this show, where they're the will they won't they type couple. They're the will they won't they. They're like, oh, we like each other, but he's dating Eve and she likes him, but he likes her, but she doesn't like him. It's kind of like a Kara and Lana type thing from Smallville. But anyway, I know I love my Smallville references. So, Jean's like sad because it's been the first time he's been in the bar since Magon's departure. And they're talking about, oh, who's this new guy Alex is with? And then they're all revealed that she's with Maggie now. And even Mano's like, yeah, they're dating. He's like, she and Maggie, you're dating. And he's like, wow, dating? That's... How long has it been? Did she just wait to tell everyone? Or did she, yeah. So back in jail, we see Metallo, who I thought died at the end of episode 2, but no, he's still alive. I'm sorry I made that confusion. I thought Metallo died at the end of episode 2 of this season. That's why I kept ranting on CW for killing Metallo only in the second episode, but I was wrong. I'm surprised no one said, oh no, Metallo's not dead. He's still alive. And I would have been like, wait a minute, he is? I'm surprised no one in the comments told me this, but I would have been like, wait a minute, he is? Yeah, but anyway, he's still alive, and he gets a kryptonite glowing thing, and he's like, ooh. So he gets a glowing thing. So at Glenn Luthor's trial, only person we see prosecute on the stand is Metallo, and he's basically like, oh yeah, Lillian Luthor is the saint of us. Lillian Luthor is the saint of us. Like, she's the good person while the aliens are bad, and you locked up the savior. You locked up the savior of our lives, and blah blah blah. Because that's basically what he is. He's basically like, you locked up the savior of our lives, and you put the savior of our lives in jail while you let the people who are going to destroy our lives, the aliens, out to roam free. And yeah, but then Metallo shows off his chest and just started blasting people, and that's when Kara, shows up, and she's like, Lillian, Metallo, you're not getting away with this. And she's like, are we? And she's like, stop us, Kara, or stop us, Supergirl, or save the children. So basically, Kara save the children while Metallo and Lillian get away, and then they show footage of Lena giving the kryptonite to Metallo. So now Lena is the main suspect on how he got the kryptonite, because all the kryptonite was destroyed or something. So they've first she's like, hey, Lena didn't do this, but everyone keeps trying to tell her, hey, Lena's guilty because they're like, she's guilty because of her name. You shouldn't judge someone by their name. And even James is like, hey, the Luthors are bad people. No, I know it from Clark. That Clark thought Lex was a good guy, and Lex was his friend. And even though everyone tried to tell Clark that Lex was evil, Clark didn't want to believe it because he really thought that Lex was the good guy that he was. Until he saw it firsthand that Lex was really evil. Kind of gave me Smallville vibes from how Clark and Lex were friends, but then they eventually became enemies. Kind of gave me Smallville vibes. I don't know why this show gives me Smallville vibes. I'm just a big advocate for Smallville, but still, this Jimmy talking about how Lex and Clark became friends but then turned enemies, it kind of made me a flashback made me like see their Smallville, how they were in Smallville. So yeah, so Clark's like, no, Lena's a good person. She's not evil. So Lena gets arrested. So Lena gets arrested. Why am I saying arrested? She gets arrested. I'm gonna say arrested, whatever that means. She gets arrested for giving the kryptonite to Metallo. And Carter even tries to say, hey, Maggie, don't do this. But she's like, look, Carter, stay out of our way. Wow, Maggie. Wow, Maggie, you're basically being mean to Kara. Alex would break up with you for just being mean to Kara. Only she knew. But anyway, yeah, but I guess Maggie was doing her job by arresting the guilty party, but Lena isn't the guilty party. So, yeah, she isn't the guilty party, but still... she isn't the guilty party, but still... So... Yeah, so... So Carter tries to prove Lena's innocence, so Metallo breaks Lena out of jail, but James tried to fight him, but then anyone says kryptonite isn't that pure, so it's probably gonna kill him. So yeah, so Cyborg Superman, we haven't seen since episode 8 is now in the episode. Surprising. We haven't seen him since episode 8 or not. Episode 8. Wow, he's finally back. And he's so they're like, he won't hurt you, Lena. So they decide to go. So they learn that, Yeah, so she decides to go and decides to, fight them. She basically hurts Supergirl's ears and she's like, don't hurt her, but then she gets everyone's favorite queen, Lena, gets knocked out. And then, don't hurt Lena. And then, so they're basically telling her, hey, his kryptonite's not pure. She tries to tell them that, but they're not. And then later on, they're just like, oh, we gotta leave. Why would you say he's lying? They're like, you're lying. And he's like, you're lying. And he's like, no, I'm not. But then they're like, oh, let's go, Cyborg Superman, leaving Metallo there. And so they let Metallo explode. He yells Kara as his final time before he blows up. Huh? Why was he yelling Kara's name? He was like, Kara! Huh? How did he learn her name? And two, why would her be the last name? I'm guessing. I heard him yell Kara, so they got Lena out of there. Metallo, again, as I said in episode 2, probably dead this time. How could you survive a Krypton heart blowing up? He's probably dead. And so she's like, hey, Snapper, I was totally right about Lena. She's not guilty. He's like, she wasn't. Yesterday she was guilty. Today she's not. And also you gotta learn to write out. Yeah. So then she bumps into Eve, and Eve's basically like, how was your date with Mario or Mike? And he was like, it wasn't that good. All he talked about was you. And he's like, I told you, you gotta get over your ex-girlfriend and move on. And she's like, yeah, like they're exes. So yeah, so she basically goes to Mario, and she basically like, hey, now I know who I want. But then, who shows up? But Mixpilic. And he's basically like, Zor-El, I love you. And that's basically and then we get a scene of Lena looking at the chessboard and then flashing back to when she was a child, and she says, I like this game, and then she's like, you're Luthor after all. But still, pretty good episode. Wasn't, like, it was okay. It was an okay episode. It was kind of better than We Can Be Heroes, and kind of better than The Martian Chronicle. It was cool to see Lena's past reveal, and Lena basically revealed the entire past to Lena. Basically, her mom died, and Lionel was having an affair with Lena's mom, basically Lena's birth mom, basically. And then when she died, she was basically, Lionel was basically like, hey, Lena's mine, stay away. So she gravitated towards Lex, but she still loves her. But yeah, but she's awfully still the terrible character, terrible person. But anyway, that's it. It's Fail, and I'll see you next time for more Supergirl. Okay,